Ear. What's going on, fam? I'm waiting for the chat to load really quick. That's why I keep looking to the side. And I hope the service is good because I feel like I look choppy. Hold on, let me try to turn the Wi-Fi on. What's going on, fam? Ear. How choppy do I look? Do I look crazy? Do I look crazy? Hi, Courtney. Hi, Annie. My Friday is going splendid, darling. I feel like the last 2 weeks, my Fridays have actually felt like Fridays. This one probably gonna be the more littest of the last 3. So that's always a good thing. Hi, Maddie. I hope everyone had a good week. I hope everyone had a productive week. I hope that everyone got what they asked for Christmas. I hope. We're gonna tap in. The other day. Anyway, I'm not even gonna talk about that. I ain't gonna do it. Happy eclipse to everyone. I know a lot of us are going through the motions right now. Today is eclipse day. Today is a full moon day. Honestly, I was just gonna say, honestly, I don't even want to talk about anything heavy. And then the first card out was the 5 of Cups. So it's looking like it's gonna be one of those readings. And I don't know why, but I already feel like the full moon, the eclipse. We're just gonna tap in, and for inquiring minds, we will be back on Sunday. Just in case you was wondering. 5 of Cups. Regret. Regrets. Hi, Bromelda. Santo Cristo. I'm like, come on. Really, though? You about to fuck up my whole swag? I mean, this gotta get turned inside out, upside down, because it's not the energy I came into this reading with. Lord. Somebody has absolutely no reason to be celebrating currently. Somebody's making me feel like they have a lot of reasons to be down and out. They have a lot of things to be sad about. Still in all, somebody's getting up every day. Somebody's fighting through every day. Somebody's pushing through every day. Somebody's trying really hard to get past the hump. It's literally, they're showing me the word Wednesday, but Wednesday is hump day, right? And so someone's making me feel like I'm trying to get over this. I'm trying to get past this. I'm trying to not succumb to this, you know? don't know why these water bottles, the little ones, taste weird to me. I gotta get a big water bottle. Anyway, Nine of Wands and the Five of Cups. That's the energy that we're going into this with. I also feel like this is somebody who this is the energy of someone has been doing this for quite a while. Someone could be doing this subconsciously as well. Like someone may not realize that things that they're doing on a day-to-day is helping them progress, is helping them move forward. Somebody may be so stuck in the Five of Cups that they don't realize that just the smallest of things each day, just getting dressed even if you're not leaving the house, making your bed every morning. It's like small, really small things that are actually will make you feel better or will actually add up and help. Is wild. They're showing me like a rash, like eczema, right? It's like a rash, but it's like a breakout. But I don't think that this is physical. I feel like this is someone gets like bouts of depression or like periods of time where like for a month or so they just feel more sad than usual. They feel more depressed than usual. They feel more vulnerable than usual, more angrier than usual. Somebody's making me feel like it almost looks, the reason why they're showing me the rash is because it's what it feels like. It's irritating as fuck. Somebody is extremely irritated about this because they have identified already that this is something that they go through every so often. Like a rash. A rash would flare up every so often, right? That's the kind of energy that someone is approaching depression. Or someone is acknowledging depression, but being like, someone could also be like a particular time frame. Someone could also be like, yo, every time around this year, I feel like this. Somebody's identifying that. I think that whoever I'm tapping into, this may actually help you to overcome this, like to get through it. Because that's somebody's making me feel like I'm feeling like this now. And like 2 years ago, in the same energy, I probably would have drowned, right? Or I felt like I was drowning. But like now, being in this energy and in this space, I know that I'm not going to be here. Like I know that in a few weeks I'm going to feel better. Or I know that once the season is over, I'm going to feel better. So there's almost, it's an urgency. Like someone's almost like, all right, let's get this over with. It's low-key, it comes off as like I'm questioning, like, so are you just giving up? Is that you not fighting through it? Is that you just feeling like if I sit this out long enough, it's going to pass? It's interesting the way they just stirred the pot right there. Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords at the bottom. With the Ace, there's a Nine of Swords here. Depression. But with the Eight of Swords, this is somebody... The truth behind somebody's actions is causing them to feel depressed. I think also surrounding this eclipse energy, even if you're somebody who tried, because, okay, all right, I get it. Somebody is trying or was trying, heavy on the was trying, to act like this wasn't happening. Somebody was actively trying to act like this wasn't the case. Somebody was actively trying to avoid looking at themselves or looking at their actions for what they truly were. Somebody's trying to act like their truth isn't their truth. Or somebody's trying to act like the truth surrounding a situation isn't the truth. The way they just gave me truth 9 different ways to Sunday is very interesting to me. Because again, with the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Swords, they could have just given me a Nine of Swords, because essentially that's what that is. So it's telling me that someone is feeling depressed or feeling very depressive. Someone's entering or has entered the depressive state, and someone's trying to kind of push through and act kind of like that's not the case. The fact that it's the Nine of Swords, and we also already have the first card out was the Five of Cups. This is, somebody is going to, it's almost like somebody is going to be faced with something that they can't deny. It's like there's a mirror up. You can act like this is not what's happening. You can act like this is not how you're feeling. But the truth of the matter is, this is the reality. Because I feel like that's the energy surrounding this eclipse. It's no matter how much you were trying to avoid something, or no matter how much you try to negate something, the truth of the matter is going to always prevail, right? Everything comes to the light. And so it's interesting too, because I have a moon. This is fire energy, but there is a moon, clear as day, on this Nine of Wands. Someone initially may not know how to respond. It is wild to me, because it's a wild concept, because it feels like whoever I'm tapping into, I think that you have known, or you have always known, or you've known for quite some time that this was your reality. You know that you regret doing something. You know that you're not happy about something. Like, it's not like this is, I just woke up today and I feel sad, I can't explain it. That's not this. This is like, I'm fucked up. I know why I'm sad. I know why certain things stop me in my tracks and make me cry. Like, I know why hearing that song while I was on my way home from work fucking put a knot in my throat. Like, I know why these things are affecting me the ways that they are. Somebody was purposefully trying to avoid it, not acknowledge it. That's the Eight of Swords energy, right? But that Ace of Swords, because again, they could have given me they could have just given me a Nine of Swords card. They gave me the Eight, which is what I just explained, that energy. And then the Ace, which is clarity. I think somebody, it's not enough that you understand it. It's like you have to start acting on it, or you have to be vocal about it, because swords is also communication. You have to be clear. Ace of Swords, you have to be clear about it. Somebody thought that being somebody thought that being accountable to something was, or means that you admit something. It's like, so I do something fucked up, right? And then it ends up fucking me over, because that's typically how this goes, right? When you do fucked up shit, you see fucked up shit in return. And so I do something fucked up, things fucking blow up in my face, shit goes to smithereens. Now I'm left sitting there like this, right, in my bag. And for some reason in my mind, the way that this works is, as long as I can say to myself, I should have not did that. I should have not did that thing. Somebody believes that that's where accountability, like somebody believes that that's being accountable, because they say to themselves, yeah, damn, what I did, I probably should not did that. And you know what I think it is? I think whoever I'm tapping into, having to say that to themselves, having to admit it to themselves, having to acknowledge that about themselves or in regard to themselves, was a lot of work, that in and of itself. And so somebody feels like, well, I did it. I did the hard part. I admitted it to myself. But that's not being accountable. Being accountable is, a lot of being accountable is also rectifying the behavior. A lot of it. Rectifying the behavior. The World card at the bottom. The World card tells me that something no longer is going to happen this way. Something is at a complete stop, at a standstill. Something is at its end. And it's not... Something has to be surrendered too. It's not like you don't... A Ten of Swords could have been an ending of something. But it's an ending of something where someone is fighting about it. Or trying to avoid it, trying to make it not even be the case, right? It's a messy end, the Ten of Swords, whereas the world looks more neat, clean cut, right? I think I don't even know if this message is connected, right? But someone did something. Wow, Three of Swords at the bottom. Someone did something, and between them and that person, the person knows that I don't even know how to explain this. For example, there's two people, right? Somebody does something really fucked up to the other person. These two people are the only people who know it, who understand it. And so the person who did something fucked up is like, we have that understanding. Like, I've said to this person, yes, I did this. It was me. I did it. So that's me being accountable. The person who did something that was fucked up is trying to have like a clean break. It's crazy the way they're showing me this, right? Because the person that wants the clean sweep, the person that wants the clean breakaway may actually get it, but they're going to regret even wanting that. They're going to regret the desire for that, which is wild, because what they're showing me, when they show me the Five of Cups, they're showing me somebody wanted out of something because they didn't want to acknowledge something about themselves. If this is romantic, I don't know. This could be platonic. This could be a work thing. It could be romantic, but it doesn't have to be, is what I'm trying to say. Because I feel like the universe is going to give somebody that clean break. We saw that. We saw the world. We saw the world at the bottom, and now we're looking at the Three of Swords. Somebody kept saying, I just want to be done with this. But it's like, you ever see a kid that's in trouble, and then you say like their leg is shaking, and they just want to be done, be out of the principal's office, and they're just like, I'm over it. I'm done. Yeah, I did it. Fuck it. I just want to be done with this. Cool. You're going to be done with it, but what it's going to cost you at the end of it is going to be heavy. Because someone is avoiding, was it here or on the memberships? Wasn't I just saying something about avoidant personality? I think it was on the memberships. No, it was here. We were live. Either way, it's almost like, again, it's the mirror. And I feel like that's the energy for this eclipse for a lot of people, especially whoever I'm tapping into right here with this message, because it feels like somebody couldn't wait to be done with something. Somebody couldn't wait to be done with something. And I feel like the universe is going to, whoever the person is that wanted to be done with it so bad, they didn't realize that this thing being done is going to cause them more pain. Because somebody's making me feel like, yo, if I would have just acknowledged this, if I would have just actually been accountable for this, if I would have actually rectified this, I wouldn't have been, I won't be like this. If I would have just did the hard work. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't have to be romantic. Because this could even be just internal. Somebody's understanding that because they chose to cut corners, or because they chose devil energy, right? Because they chose the faster result, or because they chose a cheaper route. It's like, think of someone who's building a house. I want the house in 6 months as opposed to a year and 6 months. You feel me? And so I'm going to cut all type of corners because I'm trying to get the house in 6 months, and I'm trying to get it for cheap. So now here, 7 months later, you moved into the crib, and then you have a snowstorm, and now all of a sudden you ain't got a roof and no insulation because you had cheap material. Does that make sense? It's like something is not going to sustain because someone decided to do the easy way, or to take the easy way. Someone didn't want to look in the mirror. Someone didn't want to be accountable. The fact that I use the house as an example also makes me feel like someone is uncomfortable where they stay. I had to think about that for a second. Someone is uncomfortable where they stay. So there's an energy here. Again, you can be uncomfortable at home, or you can be, if this is romantic, this is like an uncomfortable home life. So even if you don't live with your partner is supposed to be your home, right? That's what's supposed to feel like home to you. Someone is uncomfortable where they are because certain things didn't get addressed. I kind of want to leave that there because this shit is going to have me spinning this 8 ways to Sunday again. Oh, strength at the bottom. We just saw the 3 of Swords. I saw strength, and the first thing I thought of was the 8-8 portal. Someone could be building up the courage to say something, building up the courage to express something. Someone's waiting for the right time to do something. It's so funny because I literally, I'm going to say this out loud. Fuck it. I literally told, just yesterday, I told someone like, take your time, right? Take all the time you need. But always be aware that if you take a lot of time, if you take too much time, you may actually miss your opportunity. I didn't say it like that, but I don't want to kind of, it was a personal conversation and I don't want to say details, but essentially that's what I told the person. Like, you could take all the time you need, but at the end of the day, what you're after or what you're going to be coming for, you may not have access to it. Just be aware of that. The more time you take, the more chance you're playing Russian roulette. It's like you're risking losing what it is that you're after. Essentially. The Hierophant, Taurus energy, first card out, or first card out right now. The Hierophant, it feels like commitment. Serious commitment, religious commitment. Someone wants to commit to something, but they want to, it's almost like they want to go through the whole facts. And it's wild because typically that would make sense. Normally it would make sense to do that. But Spirit is making me feel like faith. Like, are you connected to this? Are you connected to this enough to make a commitment that big? Because if you are, then you would just make the commitment, right? But if you're not, then that's when you stand there and you kind of like, well, let me see if this is going to be worth it for me in the long run. Someone may be committing to something for the wrong reasons. Maybe that's why they gave me that whole spiel just now. Someone might be committing to something for the wrong reasons. Ooh. The Knight of Swords. Holy shit. 2 of Swords. Another 3 of Swords. And the 10 of Cups. Someone's going to express the truth that they always knew, but they were either afraid to address, afraid to admit, or afraid to look at. And it's kind of interesting, right? That in this card, the sun and the moon kind of look like they're overlapping, which is essentially an eclipse of some sort, right? I think this eclipse energy is going to make something very clear to someone pertaining to their family or a family dynamic. Home. The home. I just was talking about a house, right? But the sun is a Knight of Swords. Three of Pentacles. So whatever this is fated. Like whatever's happening, transpiring is fated. The Fool, which you already know the deal with the Fool, right? And the 7 of Swords, which is a 10 of Swords. I just was speaking about the 10 of Swords. Somebody is going to take a leap of faith pertaining to a commitment. I don't know if this is a commitment you made already or a commitment you're going to be making, right? If somebody's going to take that leap of faith. We have 10 swords here with the 10 of cups. If this is something that if this is something that's being done for the wrong reasons, this is going to be an extremely messy process. I just was talking about the 10 of swords. Someone's like, it's going to be an extremely messy process for you. Oh, someone did something prematurely. Someone made a decision prematurely. Someone didn't think too much about the actions or the ramifications of their actions that they were doing. And it kind of comes off as like, because it feels like someone's expressing something, but that's not genuinely what they want to say or what they feel. Someone's expressing something prematurely. Someone could be making decisions because they're angry, because they're horny, because they are immature and childish. Again, it just may all boil down to somebody doesn't want to look at their own shit. And something is forcing them to look at their own shit. And so in order to not look at their own shit, the only other option is that Two of Swords energy. Because before we saw the Seven of Swords. I mean, we saw the Eight of Swords before with the Ace of Swords, remember? That we got a 9. They're showing me dollar signs, which is interesting. They're showing me a dollar sign. I think something is gonna cost someone a lot. And I don't even think, I mean, it could be financially, right? But it feels like something is gonna be very costly. But I feel like what's on the line here is the 10 of Cups. Or the 10 of Cups as this person knows it. I don't know. Wow, we got 3 10s on the table. So I got the 4 of Cups. The 4 of Cups tells me that this is something that is not... Somebody could be doing... I mean, it makes sense too, because we do have Venus in retrograde. That's already happening, right? I think it happened like the 1st of the month or the 2nd. Either way, this makes sense. We also have Mercury going in retrograde. Like, there's a whole lot of shit going on. So, but... Spirit is literally saying that whatever is transpiring right now is maybe like for a fun time, but it's not for a long time. Something isn't destined or fated. And this right here, when I said this is going to, something is going to be costly. Something is going to be very expensive. It's going to end up being very expensive for someone. Even if it's not like someone physically paying for something, literally paying for something. It's like, you're going to have fun. Somebody's having fun now at the expense of a family dynamic. Because this is a 5 of Cups. And we started the reading with a 5 of Cups. The 10 and the 4 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. Somebody could be playing house with someone else. I feel like when we went live, what was it, last Sunday we went live? I feel like there was a whole fucking like storyline behind that live. I like when the readings come out like that, but because this feels like that. This feels like someone playing house. It feels like someone is and I said this is someone made moves, someone made decisions, someone's living off of temporary emotion. Like they're making decisions based off of temporary emotions. Someone could get sick doing this. If this is romantic, somebody could get sick, like STD sick, from doing some shit like this. Because this, and I said lust at some point here, right? So this is like, this, for example, this is somebody who's married, not doing the right thing at home, because we said that from the beginning, right? It's, someone's not doing the right thing at home, or wasn't doing the right thing at home. And again, home, the house, doesn't have to be like physically living with someone. The home being the relationship, the partnership, right? Someone isn't doing the right thing by their partner, by their word, by the person that they promised, right? Vowed to, whatever, if it's a marriage. Either way, someone's out living their best life because the Hierophant and the Fool card are in the upright with this 3 of Swords here, which then becomes a 10 of Swords after we see the 7 of Swords. So this is somebody who's literally doing, the things that they're doing is because they're sad. I want to point that out too. Like someone is, if someone left a partnership, a relationship, right? It's like, and it's bugged out because it's like, is this person's own actions that caused the relationship to be fucked up, right? But even still, this person, instead of admitting that or being accountable for that or taking accountability for that, this person is more so kind of like doing really reckless things, or like saying, fuck it, like, I'm not affected by that shit. I'm good. I'm chilling. Like this, I'm enjoying myself. But this is a for right now thing. And I said this already with the last little spread that came out. This isn't somebody's not actually enjoying it. We saw the 5 of Cups with that 9 of Wands. Somebody wasn't actually enjoying it. Somebody was doing something, or somebody is doing something because they're in pain. And instead of acknowledging their pain, acknowledging the pain, it. They don't want to look in the mirror. They don't want to be accountable. They don't want to admit. They don't want to do the things that they need to do, essentially. This will not last long. I cannot stress that enough. This will not last long. Reason why I'm saying that is because we're doing this reading today only because of the eclipse. So when I say this is not going to last long, I mean this. Like, for example, the retrogrades of Venus, Mercury, that could be really tumultuous for relationships. Venus being the love planet, that shit is in retrograde. Mercury being the planet of communication, healthy communication, that's in retrograde. So there's a lot of shit that's like upside down and not right? 4 Cups currently at the moment. But those retrograde energies aren't going to be around for long. I think once we're in May, end of April, I'm pretty sure for Mercury and Venus specifically, we're going to be out of that energy. However, the eclipse energy today, this lasts for at least another 6 months. So the things that are transpiring now, physically, they may not withstand. They don't have longevity. Like, it's not, like, for example, you could be dealing with somebody right now on some kissy, smoochy shit right now, whether you just met them or whatever. It's cool, right? But it ain't gonna last long. And on top of the fact that it ain't gonna last long, the shit that you're doing, the kissy, smoochy shit that you're doing right now, the ramifications of that are what's gonna last long. So when I said if this is somebody romantically who's like playing house and doing the wrong thing, right? There's gonna be ramifications. There's gonna be consequences. This is like coming out of a fling with an STD. That's what this is here. Because I even have the 10 of Wands. I have the 10 of Wands, I have the 10 of Cups, and essentially I have the 10 of Swords. And the reason why I'm saying this is going to have a lot of... Because even at the very least, because this right here, I'm all over the place with this. Because I am beside myself. Because the fucking audacity. You would think, oh, I thought this fucking eclipse was going to bring in something different. This just feels very karmic. I'm like, this just feels very karmic, but I think for a lot of us in the collective, we've dealt with people or energies like this for quite a while. That for us, it kind of comes off as like, oh, right? But in hindsight, being 2020, I think the difference now is that the people who have needed to be held accountable for certain shit, like it's here. It's gonna happen regardless now. This is not something that's like you're gonna be held accountable for this in 2 years. This is parlaying. This is happening now with the eclipse. Because this could have already happened. This could have happened in the past. And someone is, whoever's been living like this, if this is something that has happened already, someone is, will be made to understand the ramifications of their actions now. Like they're going to see it clear, the Ace of Swords, clear as day. Because here I have the 10 with the 4 of Cups. I'm like, let me double check that. The 10 and the 4 of Cups, this is 14 Cups, which is a 5 of Cups. Again. So we saw the 5 of Cups when we came in. We saw it again just now with the spread, and we're seeing it again right here. 10 and the 4. Somebody's like, I can't catch a break. I can't catch a break. But you know what it is? It's not that you can't catch a break, collective. Oh, shit. It's not that you can't catch a break. The World and the 8 of Cups. It's not that you can't catch a break. It's that every time it was time for you to learn something, be accountable for something, be responsible for something, you chose to do something different. You chose a different route. I don't know if I'm talking to the collective. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody that's tied in with the collective. I don't know, but... Three of Wands and the 9 of Cups. Somebody still has faith that their wish fulfillment is still possible. And because both of the cards are in the upright, I feel like that might actually be accurate. But it ain't gonna be easy. So the 3 of Wands and the 9 of Cups, somebody's literally saying like, I can still fix this. I can still get myself together. I can still make myself healthy. I can still do the right thing by myself, like by myself, but I don't mean like by myself on my own. I mean, it could be that, but it's like, I can still do right by me. Right? I can still make this right moving forward. I can still be a better person. I can still be a healthier person. I can still have the family that I want. I can still get my family back. I can still, you know, whatever the case is. 3 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. And Spirit is literally saying it's possible. It's in the upright. It's possible. But it ain't going to be easy. It ain't going to be easy. And if this is something that you've already tried to attain, and you thought it was hard before, because if you thought it was hard before, whatever you just did made it 10 times more harder than it already was. Again, ramification of your actions. Nobody else made this harder for you. You did. Nobody showed up to go hiking in chancletas. You did. Like, we told you what it was. We told you what was necessary. You knew what you were signing up for. You signed up for it. You walked up 10 steps. And you decided to go jump down and go swim in the lake, in the river, whatever. Now to climb, you got to go from, instead of the midway point to the top, now you're starting again from 0 to climb all the way to the top. Somebody gave themselves double work. If this is what? If their wish fulfillment is still the same as before, somebody gave themselves double work, somebody set themselves back. They're back at square one. I feel like I just did a reading for the members, and I feel like that was the title. Back at square one, or starting from 0, some shit like that. Like, this wasn't necessarily the energy of that reading, but the title was that. The reason why I'm holding this up is because it's the 10 of Swords with the 4 of Swords. 10 and 4 is 14. 1 and 4 is 5. 5 of Swords. So this is attainable, yes. But you just made it harder than what it already was. Because somebody was already, whoever I'm talking to, they were already on the journey of healing. They were already on, if this is relationship, romantic, they were already on the healing. They were already on the path of healing the relationship. They were already on the path of healing from their relationship. They were already on the path of whatever it is they're on. They were already doing that because of their actions. Somebody chose a 10 of swords. I said this from the beginning. I said that, and I think right now we just saw the 10 of swords probably like 2 or 3 times, because I said from the beginning when I saw the world card, somebody had the opportunity to do something and because of their own actions, they end up making it a mess. They ended up making it harder than what it needed to be. So that's that. Damn, that's a lot of cards. All right, so the Hermit with Virgo energy, which Virgo energy is extremely important these days, especially today. So there's a lot of internal shit that needs to be adjusted, readjusted, visited, revisited, revised. They're telling me all the R words. The Queen of Wands, which is confidence, that someone, I don't think this is the same person. They just stopped me in my tracks. Somebody could feel really intimidated. Somebody showed their ass to a Queen of Wands. Not literally, but like metaphorically. Somebody, instead of standing up and meeting the Queen of Wands at her level, somebody decided to I don't know why, but it feels like squander, like somebody squandered something in regards to a Queen of Wands. Is what it feels like. Hold on. My bad. 3 of Swords, 2 of Swords, 10 of Wands again. Yo, 10 of Wands again. The 10 of Swords again is here. 5 of Swords is right here. With the Moon. Somebody could still be battling something and you have no idea about it. Or this is you and someone else has no idea. Like something is still happening, or something is still like bubbling up for someone. Someone is still affected by something, and I feel like other people have no idea that this is even still happening. Because for me, I'm seeing all these repeated cards and I'm like, again, like... Eight of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, the Ace of Swords again, 4 of Pentacles, Temperance, and the 5 of Wands. Someone's... We're gonna use a different deck because this shit is about to trigger the fuck out of me right now. Someone is about to pitch an idea to you, collective. Or this could be you pitching the idea to someone else about fixing something or making something work, right? But the energy from someone else is like this again. The Tower and the 2 of Cups. This again. You gotta be smoking crack because there ain't no way. This again. Feels like that. Something is still very prominent for someone, and I feel like other people don't realize that, or someone else has no idea about it. It's like, I don't even know. I mean, I got some idea here, but I don't even really want to talk about it. But we're going to pull from the 88 deck, because I don't want to leave the live on this energy. And if you've been with me for a little while, you already know the construction in the background is symbolic. Like, my whole life has been under construction the last 4 years. This is craziness. Craziness. We're going to tap in with this one. Six of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. 5 of Wands. Let me just say, right? No matter what somebody does, this is going to keep coming back around. And I feel like this is somebody who's trying to run away from their own feelings. This is somebody who's trying to get over someone by creating different scenarios. And this is like you break up with somebody and you're trying to get over them, but the way you're trying to get over them is by looking for them in other people. It's never gonna happen, first of all, right? Second of all, what's happening also is every time you try to replace someone, or every time, because this is somebody who's like casually dating, they're trying to recreate what they had with someone else. The problem is, right, one of the problems being that what they had with that person, they're the ones that ruined it. This is not even, this is like, this diabolical is what the fuck it is. 9 of Pentacles with the Tower. Yo. 9 of Pentacles with the this is somebody who, I'm telling you, this person walked around talking about how they wanted to be dolo. They gonna be dolo. They really gonna be dolo. And it's not gonna be a good time. Not with the Tower. Not with the Tower. Justice and the Queen of Swords. Somebody may have come off as being cold. Somebody may have come off as being mean. Because they were being direct, because they were being honest. Somebody may have been made out to be a bitch or an asshole because they spoke truths that other people in your life never spoke. This would be someone, this could be you pertaining to someone else, right? Because there's an energy here with the Queen of Swords and Justice, which is heavy air energy, double air energy, right? This is somebody who, while everybody else in your life enables you, this person is the one person that calls you out on your shit. That doesn't make this person an asshole, or that doesn't make this person a bitch. What it makes is this person is the only motherfucker that's real in your corner. Because while everybody's sitting around comfortable enabling you in your toxicity and your fuckery, this person is trying to help you change. Because clearly the toxicity ain't working. It ain't cutting it. Not even for you in your own life. But I think somebody didn't, from the beginning, that 5 of Cups, that first 5 of Cups, somebody didn't want to acknowledge the change. Somebody was like, fuck it, I'm more comfortable here in being enabled. And I think that, again, I think that this is something that has transpired before, whether with a person in particular, whether with another person, don't even matter. The point is that the pattern is visible to someone that's playing it out. And I think that this is coming up in the eclipse reading because this eclipse energy is going to force someone to look at that for what it really is. As opposed to in the past this person acknowledging it has always been able to do it hiding, has always been able to do it in private. This person has always been able to like acknowledge certain things to themselves, but then once they walk out their apartment door, they don't have to even, they don't move like they just made that revelation. They don't move like trying to rectify their past behavior. They're moving the same ways that they move every day, but when they go home and they have that time to like that hermit energy to sit with themselves, that's when they're like, damn, I gotta make these changes. But every day when it's time to actually make those changes and step out into the real world, those changes are not being applied. In fact, they're not even being acknowledged. Four of Cups at the bottom. Somebody's going to understand quickly that it's not conducive. Seven of Cups and the Justice is interesting to me too, because the Seven of Cups makes me feel like someone for some reason really thought, to me, the reader, this doesn't make no fucking sense, but somebody really in their heart of hearts thought that they were going to make something change by just saying it and not by actually doing anything about it, which sounds insane to me. It's insanity to try to create a different outcome by doing the same thing that you've always done. To not think you're going to do the same thing you always do and get the same response you always get, that's insanity. That has to be a mental health issue there, because there's no way, like someone's seeing it now because the Seven of Cups is there with Justice. So someone's gonna see like, I really was bugging the fuck out, because there was no way no one's ever gonna be able to get this from doing this. It just don't work that way, not for anyone. Six of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Six of Swords, first of all, Six of Swords and the Ace of Pentacles. Someone's trying to figure out how to move forward with something. Someone's trying to figure out a way to manifest something, to bring something into fruition. I have the Nine of Cups with the King of Wands, the Devil, and the Page of Cups. Someone's going to have to forgive themselves in a real way. This isn't forgiving yourself and still doing the same shit. This is like forgiving yourself and actually letting go of those parts of yourself. This is moving forward, no longer telling yourself, this is just how I've always been. This is like leaving those parts behind. Because with the 9 page, this is a 10 of Cups. That's what I said about the 10 of Cups before. Somebody's going to try to do this again. Somebody's going to try to revive something again. For someone else, it's going to definitely come off as like, this shit again. Like I know you're not telling me the same shit all over again. Like there's no way. So I don't know how this is going to be received. But internally, this is what somebody's going through. It's somebody who's impulsive. It's somebody who's reactive. It's somebody who's immature. A few minutes ago, the Queen of Wands came out. I'm just remembering that. A few minutes ago, the Queen of Wands came out. And when the Queen of Wands came out, I immediately said, this isn't the energy of the Queen of Wands. I'm tapping into the energy of someone who's dealing with a Queen of Wands. It's the King. For some of you, this may not even pertain to a dynamic with another person at all. For some of you, the King and the Queen energy just could be highlighting your divine feminine and masculine energies. Only you would know your story, right? And your journey. To know how this pertains to you. Because for some of you, this is an actual physical other person. A lover, a friend, a child, a sibling, a parent. Seven of Wands and Judgment. The only thing that's guaranteed here The only way something is guaranteed here is if you stick to your word. Oh, shit. Three of Swords, again. Again. Five of Cups, again. And the Three of Cups, which is an Eight of Cups. Somebody has to remember that the goal here is to move past a heartbreak. Something that hurt you, something that was causing you to hurt other people, right? Something that affected you, something that affected the people that you love. Something here was not good. This could have been a third party. I got the Three of Cups and the Three of Swords. They're showing me a clown juggling. Yeah, I'm going to hell. They're showing me a clown juggling. So this could be somebody juggling two people. This could be somebody who's going back and forth between two specific people. It's a clown juggling, darling. The Ace of Swords just validates for me that that's accurate. This also brings in healing. There's healing here on the table. Moving away from something is going to bring in healing. For one person at least. Somebody, Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Somebody may have done something and caused like a lot of toxicity, a lot of turmoil, right? And instead of learning from that, they may actually be in a position where they're orchestrating the same thing again, even if it's with different people. Was that a lot? Like, did I say too much there? Because somebody's like, what? So, for example, there was a third party that took place. It don't even matter the why, right? Like how something happened or why something happened. There was some kind of third party that took place. And so much shit transpired in the midst of that. And now coming out of it, someone is in a whole new situation with new people, other people, and they're again orchestrating a third party because someone ain't learned their lesson. Someone didn't learn their lesson. Seven of Wands and the Judgment, they're showing me this now. Someone didn't learn their lesson. Someone's too stubborn to take what it was that this was supposed to teach them the first time around. This is someone leaving a relationship, and instead of actually leaving the relationship, they kind of like leave it on weird terms, right? There's no clarity between them and the other person, and then they start a brand new relationship, but the remnants of the other person is still around. Like the other person still calls, the other person still checks in, and vice versa. That's a third party. Even if there's not actual cheating, that's a third party situation. And so instead of learning from that, right? Because then what happens is the new person starts to find out and see how certain things don't look good. It's not cool. It doesn't feel right, right? Which then creates trust issues and all this extra shit. It's a mess. It's not good. But what I'm seeing is someone leaving now that relationship, the newer one. And instead of leaving it, severing it, and then healing and then moving on to another situation, what they've done is they've made a mess of this situation and just started another situation. So they're doing the third party shit again. They're just doing it with different people. Because they must have missed the memo or something. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you when I really don't give a fuck. Ten of Swords. I've been saying with the Ten of Swords, this is a mess. Somebody is gaining clarity on the pain that they endured. Three of Swords. Somebody's being patient with their recovery with the Five of Cups. Somebody's being patient with this. Somebody is taking this in moderation. Somebody is going through the motions, allowing themselves to feel through what they need to feel through. And somebody is orchestrating this shit all over again. They didn't learn their lesson. Or they hadn't learned their lesson. I mean, I don't know, because someone may be learning it right now. Like this new mess that they created. Someone walked away from someone. Someone is so used to walking away from people that they didn't put any price tag on. Like they didn't put any importance or validity on these people. So this is romantic, right? This plays out where but they're not, the other person is in it, but they're not invested in it. So one person is invested, the other person is just in it, right? And so the person that's just in it is used to orchestrating this shit, making a mockery of this shit, walking away from shit, never looking back at shit, like just fuck it, right? Because they were never invested until they come across someone who forces their hand. It's like, again, while everyone else was enabling, this person was pointing out the inevitable. Someone made you change. Someone made you change the way you look at yourself. Someone made you, or you could be this person for someone else. But there's an energy here of someone made me look at myself different. Someone made me feel like I could be better. I could do more. I was capable of more. Someone made me realize that there's possibilities for me moving forward. Someone gave me that, and I in turn being it slowly but surely finding it that this person is not replaceable. But this person brought the validity, this person brought the passion this person brought in, the compassion, the understanding, the somebody's making me feel like they're indebted. But I don't think that's how they act. I think that that's something they realize, but I don't think they're acting like grateful or like they've even acknowledged that they're indebted to this person. This person has opened doors for them in a way that they have not. The whole way always had the doors closed for this person. And now all of a sudden every door is open for this person. It's a metaphor, obviously, but that's the way that they're showing me this. Because it almost looks like somebody's like playing duck, duck, goose, right? But they've gotten to the point where this person, they can't replace them. Moving forward after this, and I'm still entertaining and doing shit the way I was doing shit prior to this, is not conducive. It's not even gonna give me the dopamine hit that I'm looking for. It's not gonna boost my self-esteem. Like what it's doing is having the opposite effect. Somebody's doing something they've always done because that's what they've always done, right? They're handling things, they're dealing with things, emotions and all that shit, the way they've always done. But I feel like it's because they've underestimated or tried to devalue someone that was in their life. Because I feel like there's a shock factor. Somebody's surprised that they can't just replace this person. Somebody's surprised that they always feel the need to run back to this person. Somebody's surprised that this person actually affected them in ways that they've not been affected before. Somebody's surprised by that. It doesn't feel negative though. Like it doesn't feel like it's in a negative way. It feels like it's a positive way, which I think that's why someone's having such a difficulty, because they're showing me somebody who's moving, walking, like physically moving, but they're showing me that person carrying a lot of baggage on their back. And so it's almost like the further this person gets from their home, their person, their responsibility, whatever, the further this person gets from that, the more heavier it feels, the weight that's on their back. And I also feel like it's like, when you ever play that game as a child, like, oh, you're getting hotter, it means you're getting closer to something, or like you're getting colder, nope, cold, you're going cold, like means you're moving further away. Somebody's getting cold. Somebody's moving away, getting more and more colder, and they're adding baggage to their shit. They're showing me a mountain again. It's like, instead of this person climbing up the mountain, releasing stuff from their bag, little by little, right, to make the load less and less, and to make their transition up the mountain easier, smoother, right? Somebody is moving backwards, moving off the mountain, and picking shit up and adding it in their bag as they go along. That's the best way I could give that, because that's gonna have me in circles. Anyway, it's about to be 12:30, which means I gotta start moving. I love you guys wholeheartedly. I fuck with you guys the longest way. Never did I ever think that this reading was gonna go this way. I definitely thought this one was gonna be a spicy, sugary, all the things great, because it is eclipse day. However, it seems like those of us who have yet to learn certain lessons are still hogging up all the space. What else is new? So I will see you guys on Sunday for Sunday service. Don't forget to hit that like button. Oh, darling. Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. Two queens with a Three of Pentacles. Listen, my name is Bennett and I ain't in it. I don't know nothing about this third party shit. And I plan to keep it that way, you heard? I plan to keep it that way. So I will see you guys on Sunday. I love you guys, and have a good rest of your day. Have a good weekend. Don't drink and drive, because that shit is for birds. And I'll see you guys on Sunday.